It is an autonomous machine which will accept the money from the user and disperse the product and the balance cash. At the user end, it consists of select item, select quantity, deposit cash. At service end, it consists of item availability, amount verification and summation, product disperse, receipt generation, cash disperse, and termination. Let us see the data flow graph of vending machine. And it is a select item. And the item is selected from the user at user end. Then at service end, the machine will check if the item is available or not. If it is not available, then directly go to termination stage. If it is available, is it yes? Then at user end, select quantity. The choice option will be available in user end. At select quantity, the user can select as much of the quantity he need. As the quantity is selected at user end, the required cash must be deposited, must be displayed as a cash display. The machine will verify the cash. If cash verification is succeeded, then the required product is dispersed and the balance cash is also dispersed. This is the data flow graph. Next is the control flow graph. The control flow graph. The item is selected. Then at service end, the machine will check if item is available or not. If not, it will directly go to termination state. If yes, if item is available, then directly select quantity option will be displayed in the service in the user end. After the quantity is selected, then it should directly go to deposit cash at user end. The required amount of money to be deposited will be displayed. As the user entered the money, then directly go to amount verification summation unit in service end. At service end, the amount this unit will check the required amount is get or not, if he deposited the required amount. If not, there is an option is given to the user that user can again enter the money. If he again deposited the money, then at this unit, this is summation unit, will be also there. The summation unit will calculate the arithmetic sum of the present money plus the previous money, and the unit will check until the amount will be verified. If the new amount, if the amount after summation is equal to the required amount, then it will directly go to product disperse. The product will be dispersed. After that, the receipt will be generated. In case if the amount is not at all sufficient, then directly go to cash disperse. The amount that's entered by the customer will be dispersed and directly go to termination stage. One more options actually available in this machine. After the user enter the money, he can give a cancellation. He can press a cancellation button. If directly went to cancellation, then this unit after disperse money directly go to cash disperse and will go to termination. This is about vending machine control flow graph. Next, automated teller machine, ATM. It's a machine that enables customer of a financial institution to perform financial transaction, particularly cash withdrawal. At user end, it consists of swiping, pin verification, pin service selection. At service end, it consists of card expiration, account verification, pin verification, account authorization, account balance verification, cash disbursing, account update, receipt generation, message delivery, and termination. Data flow graph. At user end, the user can swipe the card. After card is swiped, we directly go to service end. We check the card expired or not. If expired, that is yes, directly go to termination. If no, then go on to user end. A pin wait to display the user can enter the pin at 2. Here, after user enter the pin, then it will directly go to pin verification at service end. After the machine verify the pin, the next stage is account authorization. When account authorization, the authorization is succeeded, the next stage is at user end. As user get the privilege to enter the service. As user select his service, next unit will be account balance verification at service end. This end, the machine will check if the balance in this account is below or above the service you selected. If it is below, it will directly go to termination. If the balance is there, the balance is available, yes, it will go to next stage, that is cash dispersing. It will disperse the cash that user has entered. Then the next stage is account update. After the cash is dispersed, the account will be updated. Then next, a receipt can be generated. After receipt generated, a message will also be sent to the registered number. Then directly go to termination. This is the data flow graph of ATM. Next, we can check the control flow graph. In control flow graph, a card can be swiped. After the card is swiped, at user end, service end, we'll check the card is expired or not. If it get expired, then go to termination state. If it is not at all expired, then the next stage is account verification. And if the verification is succeeded, the next stage is user end. The next stage is at user end, entering the pin. When the pin is entered by the user, then at service end, pin verification will occur. When verification finished, verification has completed, the next stage is account authorization. After account authorization has succeeded, then it will give user the privilege to enter the service selection. After user has entered the service, then the next stage at machine is account balance verification. Here the account balance is verified, and if the balance is not available, then directly go to termination stage. If the balance is available for the required services to be proceeded, then next is cash dispersing. The required cash is dispersed, then the user's account will be updated. After updated, a receipt will be generated. Here, after account balance verification, directly a control will goes to receipt generation. and after receipt generation a message will be delivered after that termination. This is the control flow graph of ATM. Next is ABS, anti-lock brake system. Anti-lock brake system. When the driver apply the brake, at sometimes there is a chance to get the wheel to get locked. If wheel get locked, then driver totally loses the control of the automobile and the chance of accident occurs. So in order to avoid that, there's a technology called ABS, automatic lock anti-lock brake system. At user end, driver will apply the brake, and at service end, the options are increase the brake fluid pressure, speed sensing, comparison of rotational speed of individual wheel, lock detection, activates hydraulic valves, reduce the brake fluid pressure, wheel turn slow, wheel turn fast. Data flow graph. As the driver apply the brake, next the brake fluid pressure will increases. Then there is a speed sensing sensor will be there. It will sense the speed of each wheel. Then the lock will be detected. Then the lock will be dictated. Excuse me. The speed will be sensed. Then the fourth is a comparison of rotational speed of individual wheel. It will check the speed of the individual wheel, and if the speed is there's a difference in speed is dictated, then the next stage is lock detection. The lock can be detected. If lock is detected, then it will activate the hydraulic valves, which will reduce the brake fluid pressure and the wheel turn slow. If lock is not detected, the wheel turns fast. If the lock is detected, the wheel turn slow. Actually, the main part of this anti-brake system is this comparison of rotational speed of individual wheel. The speed of each wheel is individually checked. If any difference in speed occurs, then it point out that a lock occurs. When lock occurs, that is yes, if lock occurs, it directly go to activate hydraulic valves. The hydraulic valve will be activated, which will cause brake fluid to decrease the brake fluid pressure. As brake fluid pressure decreases, wheel turn fast. If it is not, the wheel turn slow as normal brake is applied. It's a control flow. Control flow is as brake applied, which increases brake fluid pressure, and next the speed of the individual wheel is sensed by sensor, and the comparison of rotational speed of individual wheel, and if any lock is detected, it's directly go to activate hydraulic valves, which cause brake fluid pressure to reduce, which will increase the speed of wheel. If not, it will reduce the speed. Then what happened is, the control again go to comparison of rotational speed of individual wheel. Here also, after again goes to this fourth stage, which will again check lock is detected. If again detected, the cycle repeated.